We set off on October 21st. It had snowed and rained the previous few days, but the sun came out with clear clouds on our departure day. Besides being lucky enough to see Mount Rainier from afar, we were also fortunate to have our guide, Mark, who was well prepared and made the trip smooth. Along the way, he provided a tour guide in both Chinese and English, starting with an overview of the trip and explaining the history of the various scenic spots and towns we passed. He also allowed us to stop at perfect photo spots. He was very professional throughout. At the end of the trail, he even provided each of us with a trekking pole to prevent slipping, which was very thoughtful. We also had mineral water on board, so we didn't and number 39, run out of water if we were thirsty. Although some American government offices were closed, preventing us from entering indoor facilities like the Visitor Center and the Logging Town Museum, our guide and number 39's detailed and professional explanations were more than enough. Other touches included the comfortable seats, the guide and number 39's ear hook microphone, allowing everyone in the car, regardless of front or back, to hear the explanation clearly, and the availability of trash cans. Mark even brought binoculars to view the glacier from afar. Really cool. The tour guide Duan provided thoughtful service, gave wonderful explanations along the way, and carefully arranged the itinerary. Although the weather was bad with thick clouds that day, our tour guide Duan was very careful in planning the itinerary, striving to find opportunities and places for tourists to see white-headed croakers. His explanations along the way were also very approachable and highly recommended. Michael. The tour guide and driver, Ryan, was very responsible and friendly. I originally thought that this trip did not include meals, but in addition to very good light meal boxes, there were also many cookies, oatmeal bars, and drinks. I thought the one-day itinerary might be relatively short, but in fact we visited many attractions and it was great. Our tour guide, Jennifer, was very nice. He took us to the visitor center to take pictures of Mount Rainier. If we were an hour later, we wouldn't and number 39 have seen Mount Rainier. Thank you, tour guide. It was totally worth it. We were lucky enough to have great weather. We could see Mount Rainier from every viewpoint we visited. The blue sky and white clouds made the peak even more majestic, and we could clearly see its reflection in Reflection Lake. Our tour guide, Ryan C., was very helpful in explaining the tour and helping us find photo opportunities at each viewpoint. Thank you very much. It was a very pleasant travel experience. You only get to see the peak if the weather is good.